Welcome to Namely 90s. Wow. The podcast that takes you back to the time before smartphones, Google, and Y2K. Join your hosts as they relive the pop culture that shaped a generation and the parts that many people wish they could forget. Listen in to the conversation about how the decade defined those who spent their childhood there and how it shaped them as adults. So, turn down the grunge and dial up the internet. Let's get started. It's time for Namely 90s.
Thank you for listening. I'm Andrew. That's Brandon over there.
Hi.
You're listening to Namely 90s. You can find us on Twitter at Namely 90s. That's with the 90s, or online at namely90s.com. Today we're going to be talking about July 1993. So, Brandon, take it away. What was going on?
July 1993, we had the final live performance from Guns N' Roses until 2016 with the original Guns N' Roses crew. That includes Axl Rose. Why am I talking like this? That was the final Guns N' Roses performance until, I assume, Chinese Democracy, which eventually came out in 2016. Accusations of Michael Jackson molesting children started to come to light in this month. I think a formal inquiry started in August of 93. The Mars Observer takes its first pictures of Mars before eventually just plummeting into it, I think. If I remember correctly about that craft. Don't Ask, Don't Tell is unveiled by President Clinton on July 19th. And in the video games department, Super Mario All-Stars is released for the Super NES in Japan, or the Super Famicom, as it was known over there, which is a collection of all the NES Mario games. And in the box office, we got a big July for 93. Rookie of the Year, Weekend at Bernie's 2, Free Willy, Hocus Pocus, Coneheads, Robin Hood Men in Tights, and So I Married an Axe Murderer, which I think is Mike Myers' best movie. And finally on the Billboard charts, That's the Way Love Goes by Janet Jackson carries over from June, followed by Weak by SWV for 2 weeks. And to close out the month, UB40's version of Can't Help Falling in Love. Also notable for the week of July 17th, I'm Gonna Be 500 Miles by the Proclaimers is number 9. Yep. And yes. What's Up by Four Non Blondes is number 16.
Well, I'd like to talk about Michael Jackson.
Wow, really?
Well, I think there's some irony in not irony, it's just funny. Turns out it didn't matter if you were black or white. It just mattered if you were a child.
Okay.
He has the song, Doesn't Matter If You're Black or White.
Yeah,
but then there's the asterisk
I'm
that
aware.
says, as long as you're a child. Yes, he was a molester. That was my point.
Is there anywhere you want to go after your zinger there?
No, I just thought that was a good point. Yeah.
I mean, should we just start telling Michael Jackson jokes?
Although no, I don't know. I was going to make a propofol joke, but that just seems like it's in bad taste. So,
my co-host, everyone. Yeah. Well, so I don't really think the charges stuck until the mid 2000s, because I remember there was just on VH1, I'm pretty sure around this time, there was like a marathon of Michael Jackson music videos and that terrible movie that he made, Moonwalker. I remember one summer day, just kind of like, 1 second, I have spam calling me. It's just like, Michael Jackson continued to have support well into the 2000s, and I'm sure he still has support now against his molestation charges. He's not Bill Cosby, Holmes.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I wanted to talk about Free Willy. Speaking of molestation, um, this one's never gonna air, is it?
No, maybe.
So, do you remember the movie Free Willy?
I believe there was an orca.
Yes.
Didn't they train it to jump over something?
I don't know if they trained it to jump over something. The movie was freeing a abused orca from a local aquarium. I think in the Pacific Northwest, and they like tried to. They got him to a river or a like blocked bay with rocks, and the kid had the whale jump over him to.
How funny would it have been if the thing got out of the zoo or whatever or aquarium, and then like within like immediately it was just hit by a shipping vessel and killed?
So funny you say that for two reasons. First, there is a South Park parody of it called Free Wilsiac, where the kids thought that the whale was an alien from the moon because the guys in the announcer's booth were pretending to be the whale and voicing him. And they eventually find a way to free him from the zoo or aquarium, and then take him to Mexico's space agency, NASA, and then send him up on a rocket to the moon. And then the final shot of that episode is just a dead whale on the moon.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but funny you say that, because I recall. When Keiko was the whale that played Free Willy for Free Willy 1, 2, and I want to say 3. And Keiko was actually a female orca whale, and they had her at the Oregon Coast Aquarium, which I visited a couple times when I was a kid. So I got to actually see the whale that was Free Willy. But they released her. And if I remember correctly, she like died within 2 years of being released from captivity.
So there were three Free Willies?
There are 4 Free Willies, I think.
I feel like it's kind of like that show Prison Break, where like first they had to break out of prison, then they had to like break back into prison, and then break out of prison again. I feel like that's the Free Willy story.
I'll be honest, I didn't go back and research Free Willy too much. All I remember from, because we do this from a point of nostalgia of what we remember from the 90s. I remember Free Willy, and I remember Free Willy 2 because the first one was so successful. The second one, I assume in my head they were poachers, and they had to free Willy from the poachers. The third one,
I take exception to Michael Jackson's. Hold on, I take exception to Michael Jackson's assertion that it doesn't matter if you're black or white, because it leaves out things that are black and white, like orca whales
or Oreos, and not the racial kind.
Yeah, the delicious sandwich cookie.
Mm-hmm. They even make all white Oreos now, which is kind of racist if you think about it. Yeah, but it's just, I thought it was really cool that I got to meet the star, because I loved Free Willy as a kid, and then I got to meet Keiko at the Oregon Coast Aquarium. But yeah, I know the fourth one, I want to say Bindi Irwin, the daughter of Steve Irwin, the guy that got killed by those he was the animal guy, but he got like spiked by a manta ray or
a ray of some kind of ray.
The stingray, probably, because those are the ones that sting. Yeah, she was in. I'm pretty sure she was in a Free Willy 4 released sometime in the 2010s. Wow. Like long after the franchise died, they brought it back,
and after the whale died, for that matter.
Yes, after Keiko was released, and then died within. I swear to God, it was within 2 years. I really should have done more research on that. But instead, I researched Home Alone 2 being released on VHS during the same time, which is going to be a very long walk. But as we know, our president had a cameo in Home Alone 2.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
Hold on. Yes, he did.
Very professional. But not what I wanted to talk about. So Home Alone 2 had a VHS release. which increased interest in Tiger's Talkboy Deluxe. Do you remember the Talkboy?
I do.
You don't, do you?
I had them. No, we had them.
I had one, yes. Did you
No,
have one?
I think we had two. It was like the gray thing with the extendable microphone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had those in our house.
I forgot you had one. Because I know I had one. I might have got it for Christmas. I know I had it during the Christmas holiday that year. But yeah, so Home Alone 2 released on VHS, which so they released the Talkboy when because they designed it for Home Alone 2, which came out I think in December of the previous year, and no one wanted it. And then they released the Deluxe in March, and this one, the Deluxe, had better features. It did the things that you could actually do in the movie, like morph your voice and whatever. And it sold out everywhere. You could not get one for the Christmas holidays for 93.
I feel like we should record an episode on Talkboys exclusively.
Well, do you remember, because they were once we had the Talkboys, it was almost stupid to have, because they started doing those digital ones, the Yak Backs.
Okay, yeah, it sounds familiar. The name sounds familiar. I couldn't tell you what they looked like.
It looked like a cross between
totally.
Tamagotchi type thing.
Oh my gosh, I'm in nostalgia land all over again.
Is that not the point of our podcast?
It's like the first solid state handheld. Oh, it's awesome.
Oh yeah, it's a digital recorder, but for kids, so they could annoy their parents. Or
have detective agencies and record people saying stuff.
Yeah, we did. Did we do that with the Yak Backs? I thought I had an actual micro recorder with the mini tapes, but that I took from my dad. Yeah, the Yak Backs popped into my head, so I thought I should bring those up.
No, those are totally cool. I remember now.
Mm-hmm. And while we're talking about, I mean, again, this is a summer episode, so there's blockbusters. Do you remember the movie So I Married an Axe Murderer?
No, actually.
Okay, so if I don't know why, but I saw this so much on like TBS as a kid. Good parenting. It's I mean, it was on TV, so it was clearly edited, but it's Mike Myers comedy, and he marries this pretty girl, and it ends up like she's like a Black Widow. She kills her husbands via axe, and it's just like this dark comedy about him trying to survive being killed by his wife, who's like, everyone's like, I think she might be trying to kill you. He's like, oh no, I'm Mike Myers. And then
it sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, eventually she tries to kill him with an axe.
That makes sense.
Thought that would be more interesting.
I could actually probably watch that movie. No, the problem is I've never seen any movie ever. So
that's a good point.
I'm
when people tell you to watch movies that are good, you're like, nah.
I imagine it's very frustrating to people.
It is. It's almost like you've somehow gotten closer to your mic to tell people that.
But then I see like garbage movies repeatedly.
Like
Gremlins 2 or Transformers 11.
Oh dear.
What else do we have?
Well, this was the episode where we were going to do the thing. So,
right.
All I have is nothing for the next 15 minutes.
All right. Begin silence now. No, just kidding. Some sort of BuzzFeed quiz. I don't know.
We could talk about Don't Ask, Don't Tell for 15 minutes.
Well, okay. You don't ask. I won't tell. How's that sound? No.
I think that works.
No, we could talk about it. Sure, why not?
No,
we'll talk about anything on this show.
I was going to say that makes sense. That explains so much. No, I did. I found a BuzzFeed quiz called "Only Someone Born After 1993 Will Get 10 or More Right on this Celebrity Quiz." So I thought we could take it together and see if we get 10 or more and prove Mireya Gonzalez, BuzzFeed staff, Mexico.
So it's called Only People Born After. What was it called?
Only someone born after 1993 will get 10 or more right on this celebrity quiz. And the subtitle is Young Millennials, this one's for you.
Okay, I'm just going to pull it up so I can have it in front of me here.
Oh, I could send you the link in the text chat.
I have it. Okay, so let's begin.
How old is Lord? 21, 25, 29, or 18? And this was in 19...
I was just going to say, I can't even...
2017.
I can't even express to you how annoying I find that person, but that's not the question.
Is it because of the song Royals and how it was like a pop sensation for 2017?
Also, the picture is just... Anyway, that's what most of the people at the mall looked like that were 14 on my way in here too, by the way.
Well, I mean, Lord is God to these people, I guess.
So what is your thought?
I think it's 25 personally. This was 3 years ago. I feel like she was young. She was mid-20s, maybe.
I'll go 21. Let's see who's right. Boom, 21.
Okay, so we're gonna go on yours then, because we're supposed to be working together.
Well, I know, but I see what you're saying. We're gonna just choose the same answer. Okay, we'll do that. So I got the first one right, but we both got it right now.
Okay.
She's from New Zealand? Oh, who knew?
Yep.
Okay, so we are on to number 2.
Yes. Who is Miley Cyrus engaged to? Chris Hemsworth, Luke Hemsworth, Liam Hemsworth, or Patrick Schwarzenegger? And this, again, 2017. I believe it. I know it's one of the Hemsworths, and I'm pretty sure it's
Chris.
Liam.
Oh, it might.
Chris is Thor.
I'm gonna go with Liam.
Yeah,
I'm with you. Let's do it.
Yeah, Luke is the third Baldwin brother.
Yeah, we got it. Yes.
All right. Number 3. We already have 2 people. We're doing good for being old. Which TV show launched Harry Styles' career?
So we've got American Idol, Britain's Got Talent, The Voice, and The X Factor.
Well, it's going to be one of the
British.
I guess The Voice is also British. There's
I'm going
a
X
British
Factor.
voice. Or it's Britain's Got Talent.
Flip a coin. I go X Factor.
I'll trust you with X Factor.
Boom. Nailed it.
Styles originally auditioned for the show as a solo artist, but failed to make it to the boys category. Instead, he and 4 other guys formed a band for the groups, and the rest is One Direction.
1D?
History. 1D between the 5.
Okay.
Yes. What is Taylor Swift's Twitter handle?
I think it's Taylor Swift 13.
So the options are Taylor_Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift 13, or Swift_Swift. For some reason, that does sound familiar. Taylor Swift 13.
All right.
So let's choose it.
Nailed it, dude. We are doing well here. She's got 85 million followers. I've got 5.
I got 49.
Nice.
Yeah. Shout out to those 49 Twitter followers. What was Zendaya's character in the Disney Channel sitcom Shake It Up? Now, Zendaya, for the people, I think I'm saying it wrong, Zendaya is the girl that plays MJ in the new Spider-Man movies, for people that aren't.
I have no clue.
After
the
93.
Choices are CeCe Jones, Rocky Blue, Tinka Hessenheffer, and Ty Blue.
I think Blue is correct, and I want to say Rocky. Having never seen this show, but having worked with someone that was 21.
All right, I'll go Rocky. Let's see. We got it.
Yes,
nicely done.
He had a crush on her. Which TV series was co-produced by Selena Gomez?
Was it? Glow.
We
have Glow.
13 Reasons Why, Jessica Jones, or Sense8. So Glow is the one with Alison Brie, where she's like a wrestler in the 80s, female wrestler. 13 Reasons Why is the show where some girl kills herself at the beginning of the series, and then 13 episodes. Each episode is like her naming someone that made her kill herself. I guess someone
That seems right to me. It just immediately seems right to me.
Right. Jessica Jones was a Marvel, and Sense8. I don't know what Sense8 is.
I think 13 Reasons.
All right, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. It seems like the show for the youngest person.
Got it.
It's like we're gods at this. On to number 7. Who else is featured in Somebody to Love with Justin Bieber? Is it Jay-Z, Kanye West, Usher, or Drake?
I have this feeling it was Usher, but I don't know why.
My gut instinct was Drake, but Usher could be right. I will defer to you because you had an actual reason.
All right. Oh, we got it right.
Nice.
Yes.
You're not cheating at this, are you?
No, I swear.
Okay. What Nickelodeon show did Ariana Grande star in? Was it iCarly, All That, Clarissa Explains It All, or Victoria? What? Really?
I think it's iCarly. I don't know.
It's Victorious, but none of these shows are contemporaries with each other.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, Victorious it is.
Yeah. So iCarly was Miranda Cosgrove and Jerry Trainer, and I can do this.
All right.
But all that, and Clarissa Explains It All. That was like our time when we were actual children.
So next, moving on.
Also,
who sings? Oh, sorry. What?
I'd just like to point out that I don't think she was a star. I think she was a co-star in that show. She actually did have a leading role in the sequel series Sam and Cat. Just saying.
Okay. Who sings, quote, "I'm not the only one"? We've got John Legend, Sam Smith, Adele, or Ed Sheeran. It's Sam Smith.
I was going to guess Ed Sheeran. All right. Sam Smith.
Got it.
So that's 10 out of 10 already, right?
9 out of 10. We're on number 10. Which musical group was Camila Cabello a member of?
Oh, I think I know this one. Was it Little Mix, the Pussycat Dolls, DNC, or Fifth Harmony?
It's not Pussycat Dolls. It's not Fifth Harmony.
As far as I'm concerned. Harmony? Okay.
I don't think so.
Then it's because it was either Fifth Harmony or Little Mix.
I want to say I'm leaning toward Little Mix. I could be wrong.
Let's do a Little Mix.
No, it was Fifth Harmony. I'm sorry, I was wrong.
No worries. We have
it's okay. We're still doing
1, 2. We have 2 more to get.
So we've got 2 more. So we've got name the 3 Jonas Brothers. Is it Kevin, Tom, and Nick? Sam, Joe, and Tom? Kevin, Joe, and Nick? Kevin, Tom, and Joe?
I know Joe's 1, and I think Nick is 1.
Joe and Nick are indeed. So it has to be
Kevin, Joe, and Nick.
Kevin, Joe, and Nick. Got it.
Hey,
we did 10.
We beat
there's a 4th one.
They're
and finally, who is she? It's a picture of a person in something
like a white floral thing with a.
Okay. So our answers are Rita Ora, Charlie XCX, Grimes, or Dua Lipa.
Okay, so it's not Charlie XCX, I don't think, and it's not.
I think it's
not Grimes.
I think it's Dua Lipa. I think it is.
Okay.
What do you think?
Either of those two. She looks somewhat Spanish or Hispanic in.
I was gonna let you say that. They're both both those names are Dua Lipa. I'm gonna go with it. Let's see. Yes. Nice. And it's kind of interesting at the bottom. You mentioned that it says this post was translated from Spanish. I think that was a hint.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Because it was Mexican Buzzfeed apparently. So alert!
The first comment says I was born in 1822 and got all these correct.
That's awesome. So you've got you've got the 411, but LOL. Do you even know what that means? Do younger millennials even say LOL? On the power of hop celebs of our time, savor this feeling because sorry, but it won't last.
Okay, here's the thing. So they're saying if you're born after 1993, you'll get them right. But then it says you are a millennial, but people born before 1993 are millennials. So I'm not sure what exactly they're trying to say.
It says it's for the small pocket of millennials born after us.
That's stupid.
Because technically millennials go up to the end of 2000 or the beginning of 2000 by some accounts.
I wanted to sit through a work seminar about how to deal with millennials. There were like 3 of us in the seminar who were them.
And how did that make you feel?
Not well, but I also am not like a lot of them.
Yeah. Did they teach you how to coddle your own self?
No, but we each got a certificate of participation at the end. And then our parents picked us up.
Took you to the Red Robins down the street.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, are you starting to feel old? Because we are the same age now.
Yeah. Every time I stand up from a seated position, but other than that, no.
Yeah, but that's been the last 10 years. If I remember correctly,
I do feel old.
Health issues.
Like, there's certain things that I realize that people younger than us just are. They don't really know what a phone book is. Like, they could guess if you just said the name, but they don't know what that is. Or like when someone books a flight, like people will book their flight on their phone. Like, I have to go to a computer because I want to print stuff, and like that's weird to me.
Want to be able to look at different flights and times, and I mean, like travel agents. Travel agents still exist, but I don't think anyone knows what they are anymore.
No, exactly. Yeah, you just make your own trip now. Seems. But yeah, I definitely feel old, or I'll make references to stuff and people don't know what I'm talking about, and that like older things, and that's kind of scary.
I mean, like personally, just looking at what's been going on in the last month or so with all these Gen Z coming to the rescue with during these political protests and stuff, it's like, damn, millennials aren't cool anymore.
Gen Z needs to get a friggin' job. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like that's conservative talk radio now.
That's what it feels like now, because it's like Gen Z flooded like K-pop stands, swarm Twitter to block out racist hashtags, or
I have an idea. This is crazy. Just hear me out.
Buys out a stadium that
Just hear me out. Gen Z, millennials, here's a thought. Register to vote. Get your friends to register to vote and vote so that a bunch of old, half-dead people are no longer in Congress. Thank you and goodbye.
Andrew, we're Gen Y.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Gen Z comes after us. We're Gen Y. Millennials are Gen Y.
I know, but I meant to say Gen Z then. All of you people, vote. That's what you need to do. Jeez, come on.
They're not old enough.
Some of them are.
Yeah, just barely.
But the point is, I don't care. Like, you take over, do whatever, just to do something actually useful.
Yes, you're right. The point is, I mean, they have been doing useful things just in their own way. Was the point?
Well, their own way
what
sucks.
I was saying.
Is my point.
I personally, I thought it was awesome how they like blocked out the White Lives Matter hashtag with a bunch of K-pop. Like,
no, I get that. I'm just saying awesome is great. Awesome doesn't reduce real change. That's my point.
I don't know. I think they were more effective than our old asses at protesting by doing something like that. Or like at the Trump rally, they all bought tickets to go to the Trump rally. It didn't show up. Like, they estimated there'd be almost 1 million people there. There was like not even enough to fill the stadium.
Yes, but he won, and everyone in Congress is like 70. I'm just saying, like, we need to get the younger people voting. This is
from this like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, gotcha. Well,
yeah.
I don't know. I still think you can go around doing a bunch of cool stuff, but like, let's get out there and actually get some new people in government, specifically local government.
What he's trying to say while knocking you down is go out and vote. What I'm trying to say while saying good job is get off my lawn.
Good job, but continue those efforts, certainly.
Yeah,
but go to the polls.
Keep doing that. Yeah, everything will be in vain, because that's what our generation has fucked up. Has screwed up on.
It's okay. Well,
yeah. We're the age group now that should be like, hey, don't be racist. But
yeah, exactly.
It's the younger group. It's the group after us now. They're doing what we should be doing, and we're not voting.
Yeah. Everyone vote. That's the moral of the story.
That is the moral of the story. Yes. And that's it for this week's edition of Namely 90s. I'm Brandon. That's Andrew. We're old and millennially. Find us on Twitter at Namely 90s 90s, or find our personal accounts at bschwitty and at Namely Andrew, and tell us what you want us to talk about on future episodes. You can also contact us through our website, namely90s.com. Please subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, Spotify, Yavin 4, Deezer, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and wherever you get your podcasts at. And again, this has been Namely 90s, and we will catch you next time.
Everyone vote, except racists.